Hey, it's Howard Neller. Welcome to the Listening Chair. We're here at the Florida International Audio Expo 2025, and it's been a great show so far. It's the last day here right now with Greg Roberts from Volti Audio from Basher, Tennessee. Greg has bought his company's Flagship speakers. If you're into tubes, if you're into horn speakers, this is going to be a really interesting one for you. Before we move on, let me just say, check out our Facebook page. Our new page, the Listening Chair with Howard Neller, and also our group, our Facebook group, under the same name, the Listening Chair with Howard Neller. So, without any further ado, let's roll the tape. Greg, thanks so much for having us.
Yeah.
As I indicated, we're excited to see this new speaker. So can you tell us a little bit about it, please?
Love to. Thanks for coming to my room. I really appreciate it. Having a great time here at the show. This weekend I brought my new Vittora speakers, my flagship model. I first introduced this speaker in 2010 when I started Volti Audio. It was my first and only speaker at the time. Over the years, I have thought about things that I want to improve on this model. And this is 4 years of redevelopment work, bringing this model out now. And the Vittora has always been high sensitivity horn speaker. It's a full three-way horn speaker, 104 dB sensitivity. It is able to work with very low power. You just half a watt of power is all you need into these speakers. The construction of these is all Baltic birch plywood. I want to show you real quick, Howard.
Yeah.
This is a cross-section piece of the panel that I make to make the side of the speaker.
So you make the cabinets?
I do. I built these speakers myself in my shop in Baxter, Tennessee.
Where'd you learn how to do that?
I built homes for many years.
Okay.
I was a home builder, so I'm good with my hands.
Okay.
Yes.
I can see. Yeah.
So anyway, I make my own plywood, and people find this really interesting because this is the same way that plywood's made on the flat, only this is made on a curve, permanently curved piece of plywood. And there are actually 4 different curves in the construction of this cabinet. Very, very high quality cabinet construction.
Now, I understand that this is not, it is curved, like you say, but this is not a corner speaker, right?
It really isn't, although I wouldn't, I think maybe for some people it might work in corners.
Right.
You just have to try it, but generally I find they work better out of the corner, either one way or the other out of the corner, depending on your room dimensions.
Okay.
They're very flexible in placement. They're very easy to place in a room. Let me just go through the topology a little bit. It is a folded bass horn that has a 15-inch woofer in it that's facing backwards, so it's a folded horn. The mid-range is a wooden mid-range horn that I build myself. I've designed and built my own horn for this. The throat size, very important, 2-inch throat. That makes a very effortless, easy mid-range. And the tweeter is a 1-inch throat tweeter lens with a compression driver on the back of that. So all of my crossovers are designed by me. We use very high quality parts on the crossovers. It's a passive crossover unit that's built into the top. I do like external crossovers. However, I don't really like the separate box that has to fit in behind the speaker. So what I've done is I've developed this to give us the benefits of an external crossover built into the top of this. And I'm using isoacoustics feet between these parts. You might even see this move just a little bit. And that eliminates the vibrations from the bass cabinet getting into the sensitive crossover components inside here.
What's the weight on the speaker?
It's around 275 pounds total.
Okay, and how about the cost?
They are $50,000 for the pair.
Okay, in North America. Excellent. So, Greg, what are you using to play music here today?
A very simple system. I'm using an Inuos music server. That's feeding into a Mojo Audio DAC. That's the Mystique SE. That feeds into a Carry Audio SLI 80 integrated amplifier. That's using KT88 tubes, about 40 watts a channel. And all of the gear here is tied together with Triode Wire Labs cabling. I love his cables, very affordable, excellent quality construction. He does a lot of special things with his cables that really make it an extremely good value.
Awesome. So, Greg, what would you say your design approach or your mission of your company is? What kind of speakers Do you make only speakers? Do you make other components?
I do. I only make speakers, and I like to say I make speakers that make me happy, and then I sell them to my customers. So I am building things that I really enjoy listening to, and I'm very lucky that my customers, enough customers anyway, to keep me in business like what I'm doing.
So what do you, when you say, what you like listening to, what kind of sound do you like?
Yeah, what I like is something that is really engaging. I want to just be drawn into the music. I want it to sound live. It's very important to me that my speakers reproduce what instruments sound like live. So I want the dynamic range that you would get from listening to a live performance. I want the all of the characteristics that you get from listening to live music to come out of my system. And I also want the speakers to disappear. Imaging is very important to me. A nice wide soundstage is important because that's what you hear when you're listening to live performers. So when I sit down and listen and all the stars align and you have one of those evenings when it's just wonderful, the performers are just in front of me. I'm getting that full engagement into the music. It's an event. Every time I listen, it's an event, and that's what I'm really looking for.
Okay. And Greg, where do these speakers fall in your line?
This is top of the line for me.
So how many speakers do you have?
We have 4 different models. We start with the Raz at $7,500. That's still a 97 dB sensitivity horn speaker. We move up from there to the Lucera, and the Lucera is 99 dB sensitivity, still a 3-way hybrid horn speaker. That is $11,750 for the pair. And then above that is the Rival, which is a speaker I came up with quite a long time ago. And that one is 100 dB sensitivity and is $16,000 for the pair. And then from there we jump all the way up to the Vittora.
So the Lucera, I guess when we spoke to you at the Capital Audio Fest last year, you had the Lucera, right? So
yeah.
You kind of detailed that for us. So we'll put the link to that down in the description. And if anybody wants to check out the Lucera, they can do that there, or they can go to your website. What is it, voltiaudio.com?
It is, voltiaudio.com.
Well, that's great. Will you play a little bit of music for us?
Great.
Awesome. Thanks, Greg.
Yeah.